All right, what is up, you beautiful NASCAR junkies? Welcome to Raise Hell, Praise Dale. This is the first bonus episode of the year. I'm excited. Are you excited, Voodoo?
I am ready. I want to see how many different drivers we got.
Right, and we got to get to go through all the glorious new numbers and craziness and. But before we get any further, I'm JT Dallas, and I co-host with
Voodoo.
There you go. Welcome to Race Hell Praise Dale. If you were not part of the podcast at the beginning of last year, which a lot of you weren't, we're gonna do our way too early playoff predictions today. And you want to roll that intro for us real quick and get started?
Sure will.
All right, since I kind of took up the whole intro of this video, I'll let Voodoo take us off.
All right, so what we're doing today is our too early playoff predictions. We're doing it a little bit, I think, like a week later than what we did it last season.
Last season we did it before the Clash, so yeah.
Yeah.
It was like the week before, so not too bad.
Yeah. So we got a little bit of taste of at least how they're going to race each other on a short track. So essentially what we are going to do is go through our 16 picks of who we think is going to make the playoffs. And we did not collaborate on a list. I came up with a list. He came up with a list. He did have to send me the list prior to the episode so I can make the graphic, but that's about it. So we're going to find out together.
If it's any consolation to all of our viewers out there, I waited till the last minute to send in the list. So just to stress them out just enough.
Yeah, you know. Luckily, the new graphics that we run with can work with anywhere, so not too bad. Anyways, we picked 16 drivers each. Trying to do a competition like we did last year to where he barely beat me.
Right, don't you forget it.
He's going to lose this season, so it is what it is. To start off, we'll switch over scenes, and then we'll slowly reveal what drivers we got. So you'll get a sneak peek at the first two of each cars when we switch.
Before we switch scenes, I've got an idea, which is always dangerous. Good. What if we made like a really bad trophy, and whoever wins that season gets to hold it for the year?
Why does that have to be a really bad trophy?
Because I think it'd be hilarious.
What if we make a really bad trophy and whoever loses has to hold onto it for the season?
That's 100% better. I like that idea.
I'm down for that.
I've already got an idea for the loser trophy. Okay, I'm gonna find a vacuum nozzle attachment that's like this long, and I'm gonna spray paint it gold, and then I'm gonna make a base for it that says "You suck" on it.
I'm down for that. All right, so we're gonna switch over, get this show on the road for you. Our first two drivers will be revealed already. We'll slowly reveal them after that, and just already we got at least one different driver. So,
man, we picked completely different this time, huh?
So it's gonna be a little bit small because it's gonna eventually get the whole 16 going on there. So our number one driver. Not necessarily the one that we think is going to go the furthest, but he's got the lowest number. Be Mr. Ross Chastain. So, Mr. Melon Man, we both got.
Yeah, so I don't know if he said it because I was kind of half listening, not going to lie. But they are in numerical order, so.
I did not say that. Good to point that out. That's why it's going to be a little bit interesting. So,
yeah.
Second driver there, he's got old Austin Cindric, which did make the playoffs last season thanks to a win. I did not pick him last season, and I will not pick him again because I think he got lucky with that win. So,
all it takes is a super speedway.
Yeah,
that's all it takes. I'm just saying.
So with my second driver, I picked Mr. Kyle Larson, which JT Dallas over there, his third driver would be Mr. Kyle Larson.
Yes, sir. I think, let's be honest, I think Larson's a safe bet in any case, solely because, I mean, it's like I've stated before, you can put him in a wheelbarrow and he'll win anything. I mean, he won the Chili Bowl, so I think he's a pretty safe pick. Same with
Yeah.
Ross Chastain. Cindric's kind of one of my wild cards, honestly.
Yeah, I got a couple of walks. But my next driver, I don't believe you picked. I think it's a comeback season for him. It took him a while to get that first win last
Again?
season, but I'm going with
Are
Mr.
you-
Bad Brad Keselowski.
Okay, I thought you were gonna go a little further. Not gonna say just in case you actually did pick him, but I'd be surprised.
You may be surprised. So
But-
before we get to your next driver, because we both got him on our roster, we'll go with my next one. I think you were thinking well enough ahead. Another bounce back season, baby. You're Kyle Busch.
Yeah, that's exactly who I thought you were gonna go with. I didn't put him on. I don't think I put him on my list. I'm trying to think of
You
who
do
I
not have
picked.
him on your list. Nope.
That's what I was thinking. I didn't pick him on my list solely because, man, since he went to Rick Ware, it's just not been the same Kyle Busch.
He went to Richard Childress, but
Yeah, that's what I meant. I'm sorry.
he hasn't gone to Rick Ware yet. But might as well be racing like he's there.
Might as well be. But I mean, ever since he went to RCR, he's just not been the same Kyle Busch. I think if he was to get back in a Gibbs machine, which I don't see happening hardly ever, I think he would start his rowdy nation again. But at the same time, Richard Childress just I don't think was a very good fit for him.
Yeah. You want to announce the next guy? Number 9.
I got Chase Elliott.
Actually,
I'm trying to pull my list up. I'm sorry. Hang on.
we both got Mr. Chase Elliott. It's pretty much a shoe in there.
Yeah.
Mr. Flash winner himself. I couldn't think of that word for a second.
Man, I'm trying to remember these numbers. There's so many that's swapped that I'm not 100% sure because I want to say the next one is Hamlin. I think I put I know I put Hamlin on mine, but I can't remember if he's next. Yeah. I think listen, all I'm going to say is I think Denny's going to make it to the playoffs. I don't see him getting a championship this year.
I don't see him getting a championship ever.
Me either.
All right. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, like you said, Denny Hamlin's gonna be a shoe into the playoffs, but not the defending champion, but he's on the team of the defending champion. Next up will be the 12 of Mr. Ryan Blaney.
Sir, we both put him on our
We got him.
teams. I will say though, it is. I mean, we have similar lists every year.
Usually just a few drivers different, yeah.
Well, let's be honest. If you watch enough NASCAR, you kind of get a feel of who's going to make it unless something amazing happens. I mean, I'm just going to say there's a few teams that they make it every year. Whether that be, 2 cars holding back one for them, they still make it.
So next up on my side, because it's a different driver that you didn't pick. Again, I got Chris Buescher making it in the playoffs.
I could definitely see Buescher making it. I almost picked Buescher, but I don't know. I just didn't end up picking him. He was on my list for a minute, and then I took him off.
Yeah. This next guy we both got there. Number 19.
Yeah, Briscoe.
It's her.
Trace Briscoe, and I can't tell you how hard it was when you said number 19 to not say Martin Truex.
He's not making the playoffs this year.
I know it.
I mean, he could if he continues to start every race.
Yeah, but at the same time, like it was so hard. Like when you said the number 19, I was like,
Well, you might remember this next guy.
I do remember this next guy, and he is for sure making the playoffs this year. As long as nobody cheats him out like they did this last year. But that's old Christopher Bell in the number 20. He's going to be making it. And I don't know if you have him on this list, but
Or your next driver? No, I do not.
I have the 22 of Logano.
Well, you skipped one. Because I do have that guy on my list. You missed the 21.
I don't remember who's in the 21. I don't. It's gonna be a long season until I learn these numbers again. Sorry, guys.
I mean,
Yeah,
he was
he's
looking good
one.
at the Clash. Not gonna lie.
It was. It looked a lot better in the Clash than it did in the graphic. I will say that. As
Well,
far
I was talking about his
well,
racing.
I was talking about the scheme itself. You're talking about the driver. I got you. I think Josh Berry has a strong suit on shorter tracks. I honestly do think that. But
Next guy you
for
already
some reason,
mentioned.
I was thinking he was like 71 for some reason. Like don't ask me why.
That's McDowell.
Yeah, I'm slowly getting there. Okay.
Well,
But
you already mentioned this next guy, so we might as well reveal
yeah.
him.
So I got Logano.
So you got 6 drivers left. I only got 5 more to
go. Who's next?
That would be. Let me make sure. I'm pretty sure I got him on my list too. We both got.
I should have put their numbers beside them. It would have made it so much easier.
Next up would be the 24.
Yeah, of Byron, the cheater.
So we're slimming down here. Now my next driver. I don't believe you have on yours. You have anybody in between you. Your next driver would be 43.
Yeah, I've got Eric Jones just because he looked very strong at the Clash. At least in like the playoff race. I could see him making it to the playoffs. That's my wishful hoping because I would love for a Legacy to have one win. That's all I want this season. I would really like it to be Jimmy's win at the 500, but I'm okay with Jones.
Right. Messed up my next driver. Fix it. Put them in the wrong order.
Is our next driver the same, or do you have somebody in between?
That's why I had to switch it. I have a different one than you that I had before this game. Let's switch them real quick.
Let's see. I have 3 left, right? 4.
No, we both have 4 left.
Who did I miss here? Oh, I know who I missed.
Next up would be the 45
of Tyler Reddick. Yes, sir. I think Reddick was very strong as well coming into it.
Why is mine?
You broke it.
I didn't actually click it. That's what the problem was. Your next one, you both have, but my next one, you don't have. Go ahead and reveal Mr. Alex Bowman.
I didn't put him on here because honestly, I don't think he's a strong enough driver to make it.
I think he'll do better this season than he did last year.
I don't know. He won Chicago.
I'm not going to count Chicago.
I don't like counting Chicago.
Next guy we both got.
I wasn't going to put him on, so.
All good. You can't have all the same drivers, then it'd be boring.
Right.
Next up.
Sorry, hang on. My wife texts me.
And the 60.
You sir, got Ryan Preece. I know that one.
Sometime.
I definitely think he's making it this year. He seemed very eager in the 60 like last night. So I definitely think that he's going to be a contender this year. He's eager to prove himself running for Keselowski.
Chelsea. My last but not least driver, Mr. Shane Van Gisbergen, which you also have on your list.
I do have SVG.
Got a rookie. We both got a rookie making the playoffs.
Yeah,
And
but let's be honest. He's got more experience than a good third of the field.
true. And that's
Especially when it
all
comes to road
16 of my
courses.
drivers. You got one driver left.
He was another one that was kind of a wild card. I mean,
And lucky,
I'd like to.
super close Atlanta finish.
Yeah, he did. He did get lucky. We're talking about Suarez. I don't know. I just kind of like the underdog story that Suarez is. I mean, he's in a good team. He's got a decent car. I think he could pull it off this year. Who knows?
We got 11 drivers the same this season.
Better than what was it, like 13 last season?
It was something crazy last.
It was like 13 or 14. I know, because we only had like 2 or 3 that were different.
There's a bigger window for one of us to mess up this round.
Right. I'm gonna have to claim the loser trophy.
We shall see. We shall see. That's our quick and
Too early picks.
Yeah, early playoff predictions.
Yes, sir.
What we'll do when playoff time comes around, we'll revisit this just to calculate how many we got right, how many we got wrong, and who's in the lead. I don't know if we'll do it the same way we did last season, and where whoever does actually make it, we'll pick from there to see who makes the next round. I don't know if we're going to get that complicated.
It was kind of confusing, honestly.
We might just see how far these 16 drivers go.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Like, just see, if they make it to the playoffs, put a check mark or whatever, and then slowly by the end of it, figure out how many check marks you got. So, like, if they make it to round of 16, they get 1. Round of 12, they get 2. Round of 8, they get 3, and so on and so on. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And then just count the check marks at the end. That's what I would do.
If one of us has the driver that wins the championship, the other one doesn't, then I would say that's an automatic win.
Yes, but if neither one of us have the driver that wins the championship, we still got to see who got the farthest.
Well, yeah. But I think I got somebody on my list. You don't. That's going to win the championship this season. Just saying.
Oh yeah. You think Buscher's going to take it?
It's not going to be Busch. I'll tell you that much.
I said Buscher.
Oh, Buscher, maybe. I could see him doing something with. You notice something that I got all 3 RFK guys going to the playoff.
You do. I did not choose Brad Keselowski because.
Or Buscher.
No. Or Buscher. I could see Buscher getting before Keselowski. Honestly, I think Keselowski just races because he likes it.
Well, he's part owner, so kind of like Jimmy, still racing.
I wish Jimmy would announce his other 9 races that he's doing this year, but hey. Trying to speak it in existence, you know what I mean?
I'm ready to see that Shaq sponsorship.
Bro, did you see that a commercial?
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
I know one thing. When they do it like they did, that Shaq has a lot more titles than Jimmy did.
Yeah. They did that on purpose, though.
Yeah. They're just like, 7-time champion. They didn't count like Daytona 500 wins, and considering that he's a 4-time champion back-to-back, he has 4 consecutive championships.
Yep.
Just saying. They did my boy dirty, and I don't like it.
All right, maybe it'll be a real nice paint scheme that I can pre-order and have it get canceled by Lano.
That's fair. I've made it a point this year to not buy from Lionel because I've been disappointed and heartbroken too many times.
Who else you gonna buy from?
I'm gonna wait till it hits eBay and then just buy it off eBay for the same price.
So you gotta wait for somebody else to buy it from Lionel so you can buy it secondhand.
If it never hits eBay, I don't get heartbroken. See how this works?
Yeah, well, but if it never hits eBay, that means I get heartbroken.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all we got for this playoff prediction episode. Make sure you subscribe now that we're at 113, y'all beautiful people.
We're moving on up.
Yes, sir. So we are crossing the finish line of another Race Hell Praise Dale episode, special edition. We hope to see you guys live with us on Monday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. And we will catch y'all on the next one. Good night, race fans. Oh, my ending button didn't work.